Norway is often imagined as a place of breathtaking fjords, snow-capped peaks, and deep forests. But behind its beauty lies an equally fascinating world of folklore. From giant trolls who haunt the mountains to tragic maidens beneath the sea, Norway's legends are filled with both wonder and warning. Here are 10 of Norway's most famous legends, each showing how people of the North explain the mysteries of life, death, and nature. Story 1. The Trolls of Norway. No figure is more iconic in Norwegian folklore than the troll. These enormous, often ugly creatures live in mountains and caves, coming out only at night. Sunlight turns them into stone, which is why strange rock formations are often said to be petrified trolls. Trolls are sometimes dim-witted, but also dangerous, capable of stealing livestock, gold, or even humans. Many fairy tales tell of heroes outsmarting trolls through cleverness, not strength. They symbolize the raw, wild, untamed power of nature. Beautiful, but dangerous to those who wander too far. Story 2. The Nukken, the Water Spirit. One of Norway's most chilling legends is that of the Nukken, a sinister water spirit who lurks in lakes and rivers, often appearing as a handsome man playing a fiddle. He lures people, especially women and children, into the water to drown them. Sometimes he transforms into a horse, called Beckhesten, that invites children to ride on his back. Once they climb up, they are trapped, carried into the depths forever. The Nukken is a warning about the dangers of deep waters and the deceptive beauty of temptation. Story 3. The Draugr, the Restless Dead. In Norse tradition, the Draugr is an undead being who haunts graves and treasures. Unlike a ghost, the Draugr has a physical body, swollen, corpse-like, and incredibly strong. These beings rise from their graves to torment the living, protect their burial mounds, or punish the greedy. Sailors especially feared sea dragger, ghostly figures of drowned men who haunted ships. The Draugr reflects fear of death, greed, and the idea that the dead are never truly at rest. Story 4. Holder, the Forest Maiden. The Holder is a beautiful woman who lives in the forest. At first glance, she looks human, but she always has a telltale sign of her otherworldly nature, most often a cow's tail. She seduces men with her beauty and song, sometimes rewarding those who treat her kindly, but punishing or destroying those who betray her. The Holder embodies both the allure and danger of nature and love. Story 5. The Kraken, the sea monster. Norway gave the world the terrifying legend of the Kraken, a gigantic sea monster said to dwell off the coast. Described as a massive octopus or squid, the Kraken was large enough to drag entire ships underwater. Sailors told tales of whirlpools created by its movements and of vast islands that turned out to be its back. The Kraken symbolizes the unimaginable dangers of the ocean and the awe humans feel before the sea's mysteries. Story 6. Pesta, the Plague Hag. During the Black Death in the 14th century, Norwegians told of Pesta, a hag-like figure who personified the plague. She wandered from village to village, carrying either a broom or a rake. If she carried the rake, some people in the town would survive. If she carried the broom, the entire village would perish. Pesta is a chilling reminder of human helplessness in the face of disease and fate. Story 7. the legend of Åsgårdsreia, the wild hunt. In Norway, stormy nights were said to bring the Åsgårdsreia, a terrifying host of the dead riding through the skies. The ghostly riders, led by Odin or other supernatural figures, would snatch away unlucky souls they encountered. The wild hunt symbolized chaos, death, and the thin veil between the living and the dead. It also reinforced respect for the uncontrollable forces of nature. 8. Selkies, the seal people. Along Norway's coasts, stories were told of selkies, seals who could shed their skins and become human. Many tales tell of fishermen stealing selkie skins, forcing the selkie to remain human and marry them. Yet, in the end, the selkie always finds their skin and returns to the sea. Selkies embody themes of freedom, longing, and the impossibility of holding on to what cannot be owned. 9. Dovregubben, the Mountain King. One of the most famous trolls in Norwegian tradition is Dovregubben, the king of the Dovre Mountains. Immortalized in Henrik Ibsen's Peer Gynt and in Grieg's music, Dovregubben rules over trolls and spirits deep in the earth. He represents the majesty and menace of Norway's mountains, a force both feared and revered. Story 10. The Legend of Saint Olav, Norway's eternal king. Norway's patron saint, Olav Haraldsson, Saint Olav, was a king who fought to Christianize the land. After his death at the Battle of Stiklestad in 1030, miracles were said to occur at his grave, and he was canonized. Legends claim that Saint Olav still protects Norway, much like King Arthur in Britain or Karl XII in Sweden. His story reflects the more blend of myth, religion, and national identity. From trolls that haunt the mountains to the ghostly Draugr, from the seductive Halder to the terrifying Kraken, Norway's legends reflect a deep respect for a nature, death, and the unknown. These stories are not just old tales. They live on in literature, music, art, and even tourism. They remind us that Norway is not only a land of fjords and forests, but also of mystery, beauty, and imagination.